Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, this is Jetscoop. Hi. Hey, man. How are you? It's been a while. I know it's been a while. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? I saw that you came in Discord. Yeah, I did message you on Discord the other day. Good to see you around, man. Good to see you around. Yeah. Let me know if the sound is a little bit too loud or if it's not. First of all, thanks for being here yet again. I really appreciate you guys for actually being here. Right now, my fiance is not doing too well, so I'm here actually nursing her. Actually, I haven't been able to fly properly because she's not doing too well. Fine, yes, thank you, yes, Electric EC, thank you, man. Good to have you here. Yeah, man. Good to have you here. Yes. I did remember messaging you. Was it you that just voted? Somebody voted for Pmdg737 in 2024. So I have a feeling, is that you? Jetscope, is that you? We voted for the Pmdg737 in 2024. I actually like this one. This one is for P3D version 5, and it's actually pretty nice. To be honest, I've always loved P3D. I went back to P3D many years ago, then I removed it, then went back yet again. So it's like something about P3D, I just love it. Yeah. I love that I have chase plane, and my chase plane is able to make me do all these things. Like, I don't know. I know some people have chase plane with 2020 or 2024. I believe, is it chase plane 2020, right? Yeah. But I've always loved chase plane for P3D, and it's just so nice. I'm able to move around with my cameras and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and I actually have my active sky, obviously as well. So all of that is good. But this aircraft, this Pmdg NGXu, is really something else. Honestly, like, I really love how it looks. I'm just showing you guys around here just for a little bit, just for probably one more minute. I'm here at Palm Springs. Palm Springs is probably one of my favorite airports in America. Don't mind, I know there's all Miami and all these kind of airports, but I've actually liked Palm Springs, and I will show you guys why in just a minute. Why I actually like Palm Springs. And for me, it's just nice. You said new generation, yeah. Yes, graphics is peak. Yeah, new generation. Yeah. I actually have a 4050, and it's 6 gigabytes, but to be honest, like, you really need latest generation graphics and stuff to be able to fly these sims properly. And actually, the worst part of it is that you actually have to activate it properly, and that's the part I just don't like the most. And I actually posted up a question on my YouTube, so if I go probably on my YouTube, give me a second. Let me just open up this display screen here. Where is it? Here we go, on my channel there. And I actually posted a question. I know not much people go on much right now, but if you get a chance, if anybody feels like, I know it's only one vote for now, but that's fine. Honestly, I just felt like I needed to put it up. Probably people like busy and stuff, but yeah, one of the things I hate the most, for me, is sim tweaking. Like, this tweaking the sim all the time. It's absolutely annoying, this sim tweaking. But yeah, I posted other questions in the past. Probably one of the questions I posted up was to do with women. Where is it? And I think that post got about like 12,000 votes or something like that. I actually went on a helicopter. Yeah, me and my fiance was on a helicopter, which is pretty nice, pretty cool. So we'll get back to all of this stuff. I don't want to bore you guys to death. Let me see. Hello from North Texas. Oh, nice. Yes, nice. Appreciate it. I said an upgrade. We are starting 2026. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. For some reason, just the fact that you have to get all of this stuff, man. I don't understand. Like, to upgrade every single time. Guy from Texas, man. What's about you? Have you upgraded your system as well for 2024, 20, that kind of thing? Or even 2020 or 2024? Man, the amount of upgrades we've had to do. To be honest, I just got a memory card, a RAM card, sorry. 16 gigs. I actually have 24 gigs. I'm upgrading it now to 42 gigs, and eventually I'll get it to 64. It's just, it cost me so much money over the years. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, to keep paying for this stuff, man. It's absolutely ridiculous, you know. So yeah, let me see what you guys say now. Nah, Dolly, was that Dolly Drum Mistake helicopters are so cool. When last and when I had so much excitement, my husband had to, was that pumpkin down my pumpkin down my throat. Yeah, me and my fiance, we went on it, and it was very, very difficult at the start, to be honest. Like, you know, getting off the ground, and then afterwards making the turns was a little bit, and that's when we came back. It was raining and stuff when we came back, so but yeah, that was a bit difficult in terms of, like, you know, through the rain and stuff. Obviously they had to detour because they couldn't really go in the areas where it's, you know, heavily precipitation and stuff. So, you know, you need special VFR and all that kind of stuff, right, to go through weather. Yeah, but I'm looking for where I posted that. To be honest, I posted that question way months, sorry, like almost like a whole year plus ago. So that question, like I said, it was a question to do with women. How many women have you guys seen in flight sim community in the past, like, where there's a decade of you flying? How many women have you guys seen in flight sim? He said, nah, this is 2019. Yeah, my upgrade was a wireless headset. Is it? Yeah, I don't know. It's too much, man, of upgrades, honestly. Like, just too many upgrades. Oh, look, here's an aircraft just arrived into Palm Spring. Yeah, Palm Spring is, like I say, I don't know, Palm Spring is really nice. It's just my absolute favorite. I don't know why, but I'll probably tell you why I love Palm Springs. Palm Springs, even if it's Orbx, because this is an Orbx scenery. Alright, this is an Orbx scenery, which is really nice. But when you take off, right, when you take off this way, you're taking off, you be climbing, and it's pretty dry, and you see building and stuff, and then afterwards you have to turn around, and then climb all the way out, up here, climb out. Literally, you're gonna be seeing the entire, you know, the airports and all the buildings and stuff, and then you actually have to make a left turn wherever you're going. So, give me a second. Just give me a quick second, I guess. Yeah, just give me a quick second there. We say, are you using OBS? Actually, no, I'm actually not using OBS. I'm actually using Prism Live Studio. I was on OBS, but then I swapped out of OBS. Now I'm actually on Prism Live Studios, which I think is, to be honest, I haven't had a crash yet. On OBS, I was getting way too many crashes, and I couldn't take that. For the life of me, I couldn't take it. So, yeah, I was like, I definitely need to get off that. But anyways, yeah, looking at this NGXu, let's look a little bit at this aircraft. Yeah, probably not gonna talk much about it, but I'm still trying to find the post, but that post, it's gonna take me a while. Yeah, give me I'm just here trying to nurse my fiance in the back as well, because she's not too well, so I have to make sure that she's okay. Yeah, to be honest, that question I posted, literally, like I said, I actually got like 12,000 votes, man, or something like that. Losing FPS. Oh, yeah. So I'm using Studios and not like OBS. Losing FPS, but actually it just moves around a little bit. Alright, so anyways, let's try and get into this aircraft. Don't want to bore you guys to death, and so we can get out of it. I already actually added on the aircraft, and yeah. And I actually posted another, I remember posting up a question about the A350, and it seems like everybody was on that. Alright, so let's get into the aircraft here. Here we go. Let me see. Give me a second here. What I'm gonna do is, let me just change this as well, change the music here. No, this is generally not my favorite one. Is this one better? Could be. Alright, here you go. So, I am here in this aircraft right now. Okay. Airbus needs, what's that you say? Airbus needs to do the A350. What's that? Or is that me? That really wrong? Airbus need to do the A350 2000. Oh, you think? Alright, let me put his lights on. Put the background lights on. It's a little bit dark inside this aircraft, but to be honest, I don't know. I like Boeing planes, but and this is pretty fine. I actually loaded the aircraft as well. A little flight plan, sorry. Yeah. So there we go, loading the flight. Guys, if you haven't actually if you haven't subscribed to the channel, or at least like the channel, you know, that would be greatly appreciated, to be honest. Alright, so let me get to the section to do with initiating all this stuff, and especially performance. There's a fault page. It says OPT reading error. Yeah. So what you just have to actually acknowledge new fault, and if I remember, you actually either have to scan, because what happens is that when you have new scenery and stuff, you have to scan everything. Alright, so it says complete, so that way now it's scanned everything. Alright, and I still have, what I normally do, I still go back on the FB, and I also scan the actual P3D airports as well. So I listen scan both the payware airports and the sceneries, or the regions, and as well as the default. Now the terminal chart, yeah, I because I have 2024, I actually try to, you know, move from Navigraph. So I don't upgrade to Navigraph. I don't subscribe to Navigraph. I just basically like buy one Navigraph data and then update it after like probably 4 months, 5 months, 4 months, because it really doesn't update. It really doesn't change much. Like the ARAC, sorry, what I mean is the routes and all this kind of stuff. They don't really change that much. So that's why I don't really do that. I don't, you know, just subscribe to one of it, buy one of it, and then just probably come back after many months. I don't know, it's just my opinion, because if you have 2024, that actually really gives you routes and all that kind of stuff, and yeah. Alright, so let me put this on steady. There we go. And we're going up to flight level 360, I believe. And I already fly the flight plan. I don't know, everything about this aircraft just seems so nice. I don't know what you guys think about it. What do you guys think? Don't you find like this looks really, really nice? And I have a couple of views here. I have this view here as well, which is my jump seat view, which is one of my favorite views. So we're gonna have a good time, I believe, you know, with this view here as well, which is Really one of my favorite views. Let me see what you say. Respond, was that respond to 777X? Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I to be honest, I cannot wait for the 777X. I think there's a 777X like explain already, you know. I believe there's a 777X, you know. I think somebody was doing something like that. I believe there's a 777X, I think in explain. Yeah, do you use for live streaming? So because I'm using OBS and yeah. Yeah, OBS no Prism. I'm gonna write it. Prism Live Studio, man. Prism. To be honest, yeah, to be honest, oh, we have 3 votes. So one person said P3D V5, one said 2024, one said 2020. So yeah, so far so good. All right, let's get this show on the road. Like I said, I like to try and do these things a little bit quickly. Okay, so copy FMC data, all of that, Palm Springs. Let's get to weights and balance. Oh yeah, I found it. Yeah. All right, so let me get the fuel. Let me put up the fuel that I have from the sheet. Where is the damn sheet? That's where 2020, because in 2020 and stuff, you actually could get like the sim brief stuff there. So in the flight plan, instead of having, I mean, you could actually put it inside of here. And, if you come back here, sorry, and you could actually get docs and put your actual document inside of here, if you want to do that. But I choose not to, obviously, just like, just too much hassle doing all that. So anyways, let's get fuel. And how much fuel is it according to my briefing? It says here fuel is 6656. So I'll just put that up here. Total, where is it? Taxi out fuel. Yeah, taxi out fuel. Oh, there you go. 6656. There you go. That's fine. Not taxi out. Sorry, no. That's not taxi out. I mean the total. Where's the total? Is this different? Or do you have to actually put everything? I believe this one is different. I believe you have to actually put 191, the actual taxi out fuel, and then you actually have to put. And that's in pounds. Why is it in pounds? This is not supposed to be in pounds. This is supposed to be in kilograms. Can you change this? Yeah, this is supposed to be in kilograms. So I believe you. Is it utilities? No, that's a converters. That's not. Give me a second. Okay. If I remember, I think. Oh yeah, application. Here we go. And then kilograms changes, and then press save. There we go. All right, there we go. So I keep pressing this thing here. I meant to go back here, and now it's in kilograms here. So if we put the taxi out fuel, which is 191, and then what's the taxi out fuel? The block fuel is 6656, or the trip fuel is 3318. 3318. There you go. So I believe that's everything here. Is that? Alright. What's that again? Cargo, and then you have to actually put the cargo. Jesus, you have to go and do all of that. Cargo for me is actually 3.9. So normally I just put in the front like 1.5. I'll just put 1.8 and then 1.1, something like that. 1.1. That's 5. That's 2. That's actually, oh, it's 2 2s. 2100. Sorry. And then passengers. Jesus, you have to go and do all of this kind of stuff. Isn't there like a way to just put that all like right away? I remember all of this stuff. I'm opening a YouTube channel. Oh yeah. Alright, well go ahead. Yeah, sure. You know, it's really nice to do all this stuff. So, although YouTube is a lot of effort, man. We say Apex Aviation, not not your soon streaming. Oh, jeez, streaming is a lot of work, to be honest. Jesus. Okay, so it says landing weight. There we go. So the weights here all is fine. The only thing here. planned. Was that planned out? That's planned fuel. That's not the actual, you know. Or basically, I mean, you could actually put it yourself if you want to put it that way. So let's say if you want to put like, for the total fuel, for example, it's 66700, right? We can actually just put in the center. For example, we could put 700 in the center. 700, and then put in the mains, we put 6,000. And that way, you say you have exceeded the max weight. Oh, for 12. Right, so it just means that we have to put 5,000. Oh geez. Let's put 5,000 then. 5,000. And then max weight, what's that? Max weight of 938 in what? Only 938? What are you talking about? We have exceeded the max weight. Jesus Christ. Seems a bit weird. Anyways, I mean, you could do it there, or you can actually do it from down here. Put the fuel stuff. I mean, if you want to put it down there, you can literally just put there 6, 7. I think that's one of the good things about it. So if you could just put it down here, and then after just come up here, from here, and then just go into payload, and then the payload you just literally just put the zero fuel weight. So zero fuel weight 57.6, 57. Sorry, 57.6. So if you do it that way, then you have everything here ready. Then all you have to do now from here is literally just go to read from the aircraft. Right, so so take off, copy the FMC data, go back to the weights and balance, sorry. There you go, and then read from aircraft. There you go. So once you read from the aircraft, you already have everything in the aircraft, so just complete. And there we go, and then copy FMC data, and then just try runway. We're using runway. Actually, I haven't even selected the runway, and according to this, it tells me we're taking runway, what's the runway? Runway 31 and then PSP. Okay, so 31 left, which is actually over there. 31 left, and we're doing the trim. Is that it? Oh no, yeah, trim, sorry. There we go. There we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I'm just pulling in everything here quickly. I believe there is a place to put requests if you already have a Simbri flight plan, I believe. Was that pre-1? Yeah, PSP, yes, pre-1 PSP. Pre-1 PSP, yes. Pre-1 PSP. Alright, while we're at it, so we're just gonna try and get everything. And actually, P3D, let me P3D, V-Pilot. It said squawk 7203. So let me put up the lights here. 72. And I know in 2024 these versions actually changed, so it's no longer this thing here. It's actually like a button, so you press 1, 2, 4. You know, so yeah, that's the thing. 7203. Oh, 03. There you go. Press index. That's fine. Music set, and we put this. I don't know. Keep it like that, anyways. That's fine. Alright, so we're getting almost ready. Yeah, oh, I was supposed to do this, let's load this stuff. There we go. And uplink, here we go. Fine. And it's actually 36. So not 38. There we go. That's fine. What are you saying there? What are you saying? Yeah, guys, if you guys want to follow my TikTok, that'd be really, really appreciated as well. I have a few views for you guys there as well, so if you guys want to see some views. There you go. That's 2. I have quite a lot of views, so at least we'll be fine along the way. There we go. We have this view here. We have this camera view in the front. Yeah, you know. So we got some different views here. And likes to see that I have my pan around. So that's one of the things I like about like this whole aircraft and everything. Like in P3D, like it's a little bit more stable in my opinion. All right, so let's get ready to get the hell out of here. And I actually have GSX, and I actually haven't even tried GSX yet. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? I haven't even tried GSX. This is my first time trying GSX in like almost like a year plus. Alright, so let's just take the standard one that they have here. There you go. And collision lights are coming on. Going 36. GSX. Have you spoken to me yet, GSX? Did GSX talk to me? Is it shift 12? Alright, here we go. Interrupt pushback. Nope. There we go.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Nice. KPSP. Nice, nice, nice. So I have this thing. Was I actually? Oh, somebody has voted. So we have 4 votes now. So somebody has voted for PMDG in 2024. The fact that you have to actually get 2024 first and then actually get
Departure
PMDG,
checks
I feel like
completed.
that's a bit of an
Bypass
issue.
pin inserted.
Alright, let's go outside and let's see what GSX is doing. Alright, here we go. You can see him walking around there. Probably get this view here. Let's see if they're doing anything over there. I know the camera's moving a little bit slow because I'm not actually doing sight properly. There we go.
Locking gear.
Okay, so they're locking the gears. There they go, locking the gears. You guys can see that over there. They're locking the gears there. There we go, locking the gears. So at this point in time, we need to get our APU running. APU 1, APU 2, fine. Oh, we have an A330 in the air there. Alright, here we go. Alright, so let's just say that ground actually make me get my electrics. And actually, let's just put tail to the right. Tail to the right. But before we even do that, we have to actually take out the ground power stuff. There we go. See? And where do we do that? No, we don't do it from here. That's just FM maps. There we go. That's FM maps. Yo, yeah, what's up? Oh, actually I have to take it out from up here if I remember, yeah. Ground and then actually release this ground power and all this kind of stuff. Alright, so, and then the brakes is getting released. Release the chocks. So, yeah, we do have to release the chocks. Let me see, everything is all set. Let me see, anything getting released? Yeah, I just have to release the chocks. Where are the chocks? Not sure where. Oh, yes, release.
Release park push, please. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so we're good to go. And let's just imagine. Yo, what's that, young? Is that Casca? How you doing, man? Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, we really appreciate it, guys. At least, you know, a like for the channel would be really nice. Oh, somebody has voted there as well, so that's pretty nice. And we have another vote. What was that? 5 votes, man. Somebody has voted for 2020, so we have 2020 and 2024. So nobody seems to be caring about P3D. Yeah. So I guess not this plane. Definitely not this plane. There we go. Put this stuff off, and actually, let me get to starting the engine number 2. There we go. V1 is 139. I actually have to put V1 on all that stuff. Let me put the sound up a little bit. There we go. Alright, 22. Alright, get the lever. Now let's head out.
Please set parking brakes.
Inside it sounds nice. Okay, so we have to put the parking brakes. There we go.
Unlocking gear.
There we go. Sorry about that. Start engine number. Now, you know, I didn't actually put any of that stuff yet, but that's fine. Going all the way up to 460. Engine number 1 is staying up, so that's fine. We'll get to about 27. Actually, let's see the left engine.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Yeah, now what I noticed is that because I put some of the sounds on in the actual sim settings and all that kind of stuff, things seems a little bit slightly different, but that's fine. Okay, here goes GSX coming off here. So I'm gonna put my flaps here, flaps. There we go. I have a key binding, so that's fine. That's why. There we go. And one of the things I didn't actually do was the actual takeoff performance. Now, according to the chart that I have in the background here, because I don't want to go back through all of that, I already calculated, so just to put it right away. So it's 3-1. It's 3-1 left, it's 58 takeoff. Right, there we go. 58. So full takeoff and it's 58. There we go. Alright, just because I don't want to go back through this stuff, it's just gonna take some time. 149. 149 for the V1. Actually, V1, yeah. Actually, 149 is actually dead on, man. You were dead on the electric EC, man. You were literally dead on. Alright. I mean, I could do it from here if you guys wanted to see how it is from here. Sorry, not here. You come back from here, performance. Let's say we copy FMC data. 3-1, everything's dry. Put flaps optimum. Anti-ice would be off. AC, we'll put the AC on, keep it on. For us, is actually take off. And then, if I remember, you actually have to put the winds, right? And according to the winds at Palm Spring, the winds are actually 010 at 8, and you know it's pretty calm here. So got to the key here, 010. Here we go. 010/8. There we go. Temperature is 20 degrees. 20 degrees. Yeah, it's at 20 degrees, and it's 3016 on the altimeter. 3016. There we go. Calculate. So it should give us about the same, almost the same. Not too bad. He said no lie. No lie me to General. Why you did plan MSFS 2024? Where you can that old thing? So you trying to tell me? What I shouldn't? Are you trying to say I shouldn't get the one in 2024? I actually do have 2024, man. I have 2024, and to be honest, I don't know. For me, it's a toss between 2024 and P3D. I don't know why people have more on the 2024, but to me, you need 2024 first and foremost. You need to get it working properly, which means you need to upgrade your graphics and everything. You need to upgrade your system, and then you also need to buy PMDG, or if you have PMDG already from 2020, you'll get it half price, but still you have to pay for it. So you're still paying a lot of money just to get PMDG on 2024. So I don't know. 143. So we take 143. Going to this. 140, and then what is it saying there? 144. You see that? My performance wouldn't degrade by doing all this kind of stuff. 143. Those are good out. 144. So 144. 144 plus 20 will be 160. 164. Here we go. Alright, so we're good to go here now. I'm just going to show you guys something on screen here, so just give me a quick second here on screen. Actually, because I'm using the other thing here called this here, which is an old thing called JEP view charts, because people like Navigraph charts. I don't like Navigraph charts. And then I also don't always like FAE charts. So I love being on Navigraph. I'm sorry, on JEP view charts, which is a bit old, but JEP view charts always look really good. To be honest, in my opinion, they just like, if you look here, let me put this here, and then you put here, like, you get more detail, right? You get to see here terrain, like look the terrain, the altitude of the 10,800 feet mountain here. It tells you, you know, the different grading of the terrain. 4,000 here, you could see the minimum MSA, which is 6,900 feet. So that's the minimum altitude you have to be at in terms of the VOR within this region. Alright, so you get to know so much more information. You could see the terrain, you could see the VOR, you could see that. You could get here the feet per minute that you have to climb at. All this sort of information just seems to be so much better in my. What you say there? You say, brother, get MSFS 2020, and then you can get Pmdg737NGXu. It won't come up more than $150. Yo, I actually have, if I show you Steam, let me open up my Steam here. Alright. I have 2024, man. Oh, actually, wait, did I open the wrong place? PMDG. Let me open up the OC, where is it? OC free. OC free, that's the one. Let me open up the OC free. And here we go. So let me just show you on the screen. Man, I have 2024. What are you talking about? Here's my 2024. Yeah. So my 2024 is right here. I bought the 2024. I bought this as well for 2020. And I also bought the 777 for 2024 as well. So I have these, you know. I do have the 777 for 2020 as well, man. So I have, you know, like I say, I have things here, man. You know what I mean? Oh shit, yeah. So I actually have my 2024 right here, which is updated to the latest version, the 4 built. So here we go. Yeah, man. Oh shit, I'm locked in. Yeah, man. I locked in already, man. I have everything already all set. And this is the latest OC, which is 3.259. So I already have all of that. And I have my game, my 2024. Here's my 2024. My 2024 is right here. I have it on Steam. And I also have my 2020 on Steam. And then I also have my lossless scaling on, you know, inside of here as well. So, and Steam. And then Sims, well, my fiance. You know, I got it for her. So, and she's in the background. She's in the background right now. Yeah. You guys can hear in the background there. She's a bit sick right now, so yeah. Right, anyways, that's coming back to this thing here. Sorry about the Amazon there, guys. So for the departure, we're actually doing the thermal departure. Which one are we doing? The thermal departure, right? Which we're going to be climbing us straight out and making this right turn, as you guys can see here, and then going all the way up to TRM. Alright, so that's going to be the departure that we're going to be doing here. Alright. And then yeah, go from there. So pretty straightforward, but obviously, like I said, there's terrain to the north. You know, there's terrain to the north here, and then terrain down here, so we have to be very mindful. And obviously buildings are all over here, so but yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, man, let's get into it. Alright. So alright, so yeah, well, hopefully this sounds not too loud, guys. I hope. Alright, so yeah, let me try to get things up and running, man, because I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. Alright, so here we go. First thing first, just make sure I just do my little controls checks here and make sure everything's all fine. Here we go. He said I'm back. Apex Aviation, yes, good to see you, man. And yeah, man, good to see you. Alright, let me just do my controls stuff here, right and left. Let's check. If you guys can see here, right. That's all check. Elevator up, down, that's all check. Left. Alright, that's all check. So we're all good to go. So all I have to do now is jump to the after takeoff. I'm sorry, after startup and everything will be fine. There we go. Generator's already on. You guys can hear me well? AKA Jet Scoop. Yeah, Jet Scoop. We have Jet Scoop, and then we also have jeez, man. Apex Aviation, man. Jeez. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, actually, no, wait, you have 2 channels, right? Sorry. Apex Aviation, oh, right, that's Jetscope, right. Your name is Jetscope, but Jesus, man, you have 2 channels, can you imagine that? Alright, so let me get forward a little bit here, so let's try and get out here. And I do have this view here. And then I actually have this view as well. So, yeah, AK Jetscope, yes. We have 6 votes, somebody has voted, oh, people voting for 2024, VR 129. Alright, there we go, take your time, take my time. I do have well, my tiller is actually on my Xbox controller, so yeah. I'm full of what's that? There we go. I'm full of what's that? Full of me. Oh Jesus. I should become a flyman. Yeah, so it seems like people are voting for the 2024. I feel it's because like with the 2024, I actually did make a video on that. So when I get in here, we'll talk a little bit more about that. I'll try not to talk too much. Alright, so let's get out of there. Yeah guys, follow my TikTok as well, man. You see my TikTok, Carifly TikTok, you guys can see some of the videos I've already made there. Especially with the P3D, the PMDG in 2024, which, you know, I made some videos on what I like about it. Alright, so we put the sounds on a little bit. If the sound's a little bit too loud, let me know guys if the sound's a little bit too loud. If the sound's too loud. If the sound's too loud, let me know if the sound's a little bit too loud. But I can imagine it probably might be a bit loud for real. But yeah, just let me know. Alright, there we go. Okay, so as we get ready, so let me just make sure. Oh, there we go. Make sure my trims are all good. Take my time. 4.5. Check the trims. Make sure everything good. 4.55. Very good. 4.5. Okay, so the trims are good. There you go. Sorry that thing's moving a little quickly here. Alright. There we go. I should put my taxi lights on, but because there's nobody here, so yeah, I just didn't do any calls. Let me get all this stuff here, and there we go. Alright, so we're getting ready. So we're gonna get a rolling takeoff, right? Since nobody here at the moment, if there's like an ATC, but ATC is actually not online, only Denver. So we're fine. So we're gonna just come forward. Alright, press the clocks. Alright, and then get the throttle forward. Let's get rolling. Alright. Jesus. And then Toga. There we go. Alright, there you go. Guys, if it's a bit too much, let me know, man. I do have this view here as well. There you go. I love this view here, man. Jeez, you might use a little bit more of that. 100 knots, removes forward stick shaker. Oh yes, and I do have shaking. That's what I like about PMDG, the fact that you have all of this stuff, man. There you go. Let's get forward. Yeah, coming up. Jeez, let's get the takeoff there. Look at the buildings. Oh, I do have FTX global and land class. So look at that. Alright. Jesus Christ. How nice is that? Now they make you take the right there when actually it's not supposed to be the right, it's supposed to be the left. Sorry, the left, sorry, I meant you're not supposed to take the left, it's actually taking the right. Alright, so we're gonna get here 10 and then heading as well. I don't know why it went all the way up there. There we go. Positive rate, gear up, yeah, the gear is up there. So I don't know why it makes you take a right, a left, but we're not supposed to take a left, we're supposed to take a right. And this is not supposed to be all the way up there. It's supposed to be maximum 220 knots. So we have to get to flaps 1, so like I was saying guys, look at the takeoff stuff there, man. I'm getting my flaps up. That's the good thing I like about it. When you take that right turn, you can see the entire area here in Palm Springs. I don't know, I just love it. It's a bit deserted, but look at the whole region, the mountains. Put the flaps up. Look at that. Look at that. 6 volts sunset. Yeah. Because right now it's actually 8 o'clock where I am, but it's actually 8 plus 5. You add 5 hours to England time. It should be like it's actually 12 o'clock, 12 right now in England. It'd be like 7 times an hour. But look at that, like Jesus Christ, like how nice is this? I'm sure we could get the wing flex. Look at the wing flex there. Is there tomorrow live stream? I don't think I'll have a live stream tomorrow because my fiance is not doing too well. Yeah, my fiance is not doing too well, so that's why I can't just do any live stream. Okay, flaps is already up, so we do the after takeoff procedures. Let's get to flap speeds 240. Alright, after takeoff procedures. There we go. And I do have the terrain stuff. So all we have to do once we clear the terrain here, which is 6,900 feet, we can actually make a left turn. Remember the area was 6,900 feet, so we can actually make that left turn to get into Juka. There we go. That Juka, Yoka. So we get left nav and V nav. There we go. And let's get the heading. There we go. Perfect. Oh. Good traffic. Now I realize there's no ring, so I actually have to cook that. So this is FTX Orbx. Right. Let me put the sounds down a little bit. This is FTX Global Orbx. This is the region, right? Which is Southern California. Which I believe I have on. Let me see if I actually have it on, because I believe I'm supposed to have it on. I don't think I have it on. I think I have the land class. I don't think I actually had the sovereign. I think I put that off by mistake. So I believe that's just the open land class. Let me check. Palm Springs is on. Stop again. Northern California, but is the Southern California on? Southern California, no, the Southern California is actually off, which is where I am right now. So this is actually just open land class, all on its own, because I do have open land class for North America. So I have the Orbx, like I said, I have the Orbx. Look at that, guys, look at that. I am going to take a picture of that, like, let's be honest, Jesus Christ. Like, how much more? Like, I don't know what else to say. If this isn't great, then I don't know what is. Like, Jesus Christ. Wow. My God. Hey, I'm in OBS. I'm in Discord here right now. So I'm just talking in Discord. So sorry if you guys not hearing too much of it, but I'm in Discord as well. Probably I can show you guys as well on screen. So just having a little bit of a, you know, discussion and stuff. But if you guys ever wanted to go to my Discord, you know, here's my Discord stuff there. And I just took an absolute wonderful picture. Here it is, which I'm actually going to take this picture and then put it in my Discord right now. Alright, so I'm going to put that in the legacy sims. And I actually took some pictures yesterday when I did some testing and stuff. And look at that. Right, that is such a nice picture. Right, look at the buildings here. Sorry, the, you know, especially with the active sky. Right, look how nice that looks. Right. You know, I know active sky, but I haven't actually set up my active sky properly. And I do have my active sky. Where is it? There's my active sky. I have active sky for 2020. I'm sorry, for P3D version 4 and 5. So I haven't set it up properly in terms of everything, settings and everything. I haven't actually played around with much. I just basically just turned down things. I actually didn't even play around with anything. I just put things down a little bit. That's all I did. I haven't actually done anything. I mean, like tweaking or anything to make anything work properly. I just kept everything standard, except I prevent downloads on approach. So that's how the picture there. Wow. Before in the past, like all of this would have blended and gotten flat, like blurry textures. And I found out what was the issue with that. So if I come to my, there you go, P3D, and then if I go to my P3D version 5, to my, let me open up this, is it this scenery? No, not scenery, not scenery. Give me a second. Where is it? It's a P3D, not scenery. That's in app data. There you go. Roaming. And if I go to my Lamina, where is it? Lockheed Martin, P3D. Alright, just now, give me a second. I can get level up. Yeah, I figured how much. So going all the way up to 340. There we go. Actually, just give me a quick second. I'm supposed to put altitude intervene. Going all the way up to 334. There we go. And now VNAV altitude intervene. There we go. 334. Standard. Oh, it's not on ever since. Terrain, I don't know. Give me a second. And you could put the, you know, one of the good things to do is actually with this, you can actually put the wind data as long as you have a simple flight plan and everything inside. I should keep this on progress page. And top, if I go back to menu, index, sorry, performance is 360. So 360, there we go. 35, 36, that's fine. Load this wind data. There we go, that's fine. I believe the forecast is supposed to come here as well, I believe. There we go. And if I come on top here, I have to put 6360, here we go. Alright. Everything else seems to be fine. We can put the wing lights if we want to put that. I guess logo lights in wrong. All this stuff we can put it off if we want to put it off. But I know even the landing lights. Could have put this stuff off ever since, but that's fine. Terrain. Synchronize your heading. It's always important to synchronize your heading as well. Look at this. Was that look at Discord? Okay. I have to get back into Discord. But yeah, look at some of the stuff in Discord, man. This is Orbx regions plus GSX. Wait, regions. I didn't actually have to put GSX, but yeah. But yeah, Jesus Christ! Look how nice that looked. Yeah, because I actually have Flay, the traffic. Jesus, and the Flay traffic looks really nice. Alright, so let me just come back to what you're saying here in a second. Alright, here we go. On Discord. Don't want to show people that conversation. Let me see what you're saying. I know. Oh yeah. Oh nice. Oh, that was nice, man. Shit. Just took a picture of my stuff there. It's really nice, man. Playing Roblox. Yeah. Anyways. That was really nice. Yeah. That's really, really nice. So did you see the Falco 5 crash? Yeah, I did actually. I've been seeing quite a lot of crashes and stuff to do with flight sim, and it's crazy. Sorry, not flight sim, I mean in real world, and it's crazy. The Falco 50, yeah. Man, nowadays, yeah, there's too many crashes, man. 23% for PMDG in 2020, 50% for PMDG in 2024. 6 votes, can you imagine that? That's fine. Alright, so let me get back to the view number 2, which is my absolute favorite view here. Jesus, I love this type of view there. Falco from Turkey, Tripoli. Jesus Christ, look at this view there. See, that's why I like P3D, you know, like with the whole cinematics. Like, look how you could fly on this is cinematics with the chase plane. And this scenery normally used to get flat and baked in for me, but it's no longer doing it because of the file called, sorry, I had to set this thing properly. Where is it? It's in the updater roamings. Is it over here? Locking matching. Looking for P3D version 5. And the name of, right, here is the file here. There you go. Did this change my job scheduler? I have a feeling this feels, something feels like this changed my job scheduler here. Let me see. Did my job scheduler just change? Absolute garbage. This is bullshit. My job scheduler just changed. 254. Why did it change? Did it change it because of my P3D? Yeah, so now it means that my sim is actually not running on all the calls and the threads is actually running. But if that means that it's stabilized that way, then I'm not going to change it, because honestly, when it comes to P3D, don't tweak too many things. If it doesn't break, don't, according to the guy, if it doesn't break, don't fix it. So look at this. I mean, I know some slightly black squares, but look how nice the scenery looks. It doesn't break. So if it just blends, and if it blends properly together, then no point in trying to change it. This is just a long path. 36,000. Is it locked at 60 FPS? Actually, let me go my NV. I think I locked it at actually 30 FPS. One thing they told me to do was to let me put it up on screen here. Put it up on screen. Look how nice this looks here with my P3D version 5. Like, Jesus Christ, like, how cinematic is this? Bro, I don't think I'll ever leave P3D anymore. Like, I finally found a way to actually fix everything. And actually, let me show you guys. Jesus Christ, this is super nice. Like, OMG, that is next level shit. Like, oh my fucking lord. Wow. Absolutely wow. That's absolutely wow. Let me put it up on screen. Let me put it up on screen here, Jetscrew. Apex Aviation. Let me just put it up on screen here. Give me a second here. Put it up on screen. Okay, so where is it? There we go. Alright, there we go. So, alright, so this is my NVIDIA panel. Let me go to the program. P3D. So the only things I've actually changed is this setting in power. Obviously, you have to put on prefer maximum performance. No matter if it's P3D, it could be literally P3D anything. What's the destination? You're going to San Francisco, that's the destination. And okay, allow texture quality. I put it on quality. I didn't actually, even if they say put it on high quality, it started doing a little bit too much for me. So this trillionaire optimization I put on. VSync, now this is where it gets a bit funny. I was told, actually I follow this guy called Adam J, which is the best guy for anything to do with P3D right now in VATSIM right now, because obviously the other guys, you know, my condolences to all of them. They've passed away. Both the big YouTube streamer, big content creators, they've both passed away. And that is of, if I remember the name, Matt Davis, and the other, which I forgot his name, but it's, you know, they were big content creators, and I think it's right now they have Q8 Pilot, but Q8 Pilot doesn't do everything. At this point, anyways, as I was saying, yeah, if you want to get your performance great, to reduce the VRAM, put this off. And that came from the Adam J, like I said, Adam J on YouTube. He is the guy that does all YouTube content to do V5, P3D and stuff like that. He is the go-to man for everything P3D version 4, version 5. Literally everything. He was the one who helped me fix my entire sim and everything. Alright, so yeah, VSync, what he said was put this off here. Also, this VSync you see here, you're gonna put this VSync off in the actual game as well. Alright, so you're gonna go to wherever you know, the graphics and stuff like that. Oh sorry, jeez, I shouldn't have done that. Alright, you know what, let's just, since I'm here already, I think you guys can see that on screen, right? Yeah. Alright, so from this screen here, he said from here you guys can see VSync off as well. Put these off and put the frame rates to unlimited. Put it unlimited here in the sim, so the sim doesn't have to force itself to try to get that frame rate. Right, put it unlimited so it goes up and down on its own, why you think is the best. Right, and in that way, by having your NVIDIA off the VSync, the only thing that I have is locked is the max frame rate in the NVIDIA panel. Is locked to 40 FPS, so it's not gonna go anywhere above it, anywhere below it. Sorry, anywhere above it, sorry. In other words, I don't have to sync my monitor with the VSync and stuff like that, because I have a 144 Hz monitor. I don't have to sync all of that, so just to avoid the GPU working itself too much to try to maintain the monitor with the game refresh rate and all that, that's gonna cause a lot of problems. So he said the best thing to do is to put this off to reduce your VRAM. Put this off, put the VSync off in the game as well, and just keep the only thing as the GPU is the max frame rate. In that way, if you know for sure you get like 30 FPS to 60 FPS or to 50 FPS. If you know for sure you get anywhere around there, you're gonna put it to about 40 to maintain it there, so it doesn't go above. Because when it's in the air right now, the game would try to go to about like 50 FPS in the game. Actually, so you go to try to match your monitor, because if you have a 68 monitor, you try to match that or something like that. So if I didn't have any of that on, it would have gone probably to about 70 or so, because you know it does have slightly, you know, it will not go up to 144, because obviously, because the game have to constantly load the sync and all that kind of stuff, so obviously it's going to take some time. But look how smooth this looks, man. Look how absolutely smooth this looks. Like, when I mean smooth, like I mean like the sim memory and all that kind of stuff doesn't get baked and nothing like that, you know what I mean? Like it's all working fine here. the scenery works. It's not like, because you could go on YouTube. Just let me put it up open. Just now, give me the. Let me go on it one time instead of, because I don't want to crash anything. Alright, here you go. Alright. And let me see. Let me see if there's a where is it? Where is the guy? Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, so let me show you on the screen now. Put on the screen now. Where is it? Right here. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. You said downloading NVIDIA control panel. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about in this. Sometimes you get blurred ground textures and missing autogen. And then you also get autogen rendering, you know, issues and stuff like that, right? That could happen because of, like I say, it could happen because of this here, the Affinity mask, which helps a lot of people. Right, this Affinity mask, literally this would help you tremendously. Now I put this on thread 1, thread 2 and thread 4. It changes, actually from the very beginning it will be on 0, but I don't want it on call 0 because that's where everything runs, literally everything runs on call 0. So I don't want my background stuff running on that, the main thread scheduler, so I put it on call 1. And then the render thread scheduler on call 2, and then the frame rate thread scheduler. That's to do with the framework and all that kind of stuff. All of these three components is part of P3D in terms of rendering, making sure everything render properly. And this Affinity mask is in terms of making sure you run the sim on the calls so that, you know, the sim runs, you know, and loads up the data and all that kind of stuff. But obviously you also need all these other things, the main threads and the scheduler and the render thing, the render and, you know, the framework. All of this comes into play as well. But you could put your sim on different cores, and then you have the core Affinity mask, which generally is the same as the Affinity mask. But that's some of the issues most people tend to have. Alright, so yeah, and like I say, these blurred ground textures will come from that same. If you have this set up wrong, alright, if you have this set up wrong, it will give issues, as well as if you have, give me a second, as well as if you have your settings a little bit too high. At the moment I have my settings, my ground texture is actually on 1K textures, because I'm like, why the hell do I need 2K textures, or why do I need 4K textures? I don't need that. I just need the plane to fly properly. I have Orbx, I do have Orbx land class and everything, I have literally all of them. And I actually run in this thing called, let me show you, scenery config editor. I have that and XML running at the same time. So let me show you guys XML. Where is it? Yeah, I was already on it. So this is it, right? Right. So you guys can see here. You guys can see here. So I have, for example, here's the North California, and then I have, sorry, here's the North California, and here's the Southern California. Alright, so you guys can see I have all of this stuff, and obviously these are some of the sceneries that I have. I only have a few airports for now, and then obviously I have my Orbx. All of these are into my, you know, my actual P3D and all that kind of stuff. Alright, yeah, and then you have your land class, so all of that. So right now I have my land class 1 and 2 on, and as you guys can see, it's into my C drive, into the config file here, config.cfg, and then it's, oh Jesus, a second. Alright, and you guys can see it's actually you know, the Orbx land class, sorry, the region. Now, based on where we are, based on if I go back to the maps, now I have the, like I say, the Orbx and stuff installed, and it's going to basically, you know, the regions, it's the entire coastline. Right, so yeah, but it's nice. But I'd say for me it's not about the Orbx and all that kind of stuff. It's to do with the aircraft itself, and like I like that the performance of the aircraft. You could, you know, you could actually get the aircraft and everything working pretty fine with everything. You know, how many volts? Still 6 volts. Yeah, you can get the aircraft working pretty fine. I like that the AFB here, it's not hard to move from one view to the next view here. Like you don't, generally you don't degrade performance in P3D. You degrade performance in 2020 for sure if you're moving around with the camera, or 2024. But I find with P3D it barely degrades at all. That's what I like about this plane. And if you're having any issues at all, you could literally go to index. Sorry, get back to over there. Is it option? Sorry. Yes, options and performance. And you could generally to tell you 15. I've changed it to 25, and that way it makes it, it limits it. What it does is that it limits it to 25. In other words, that's what it is. It basically tells the sim in terms of the rendition to limit all the displays, whichever ones that you put, to that frames. Alright, so the FPS limit. So in that way you don't want it to go above, because then you get plain textures or see-through textures, or whether sometimes you put it too low and then it takes too much graphical power. So I basically, now in terms of these terrain textures, I should move this from high to low. But my system, because my system can handle it, that's why I've kept it on high in some of the things, because I mean, for me, because of this, I can actually get, you know, really good FPS and all that. Look at that. Before, in the past, I wouldn't even see anything past here, but with my system I can actually get. And look at that, I actually have sun lens on and bloom on as well. I have bloom on and I have the sun lens and all that on. You know, that's to show you that, you know, sometimes you have to actually go back a sim to see if you can match the performance that you want. I have 2020, which runs fine with my DLSS, but sometimes I get it wrong and I can't really fly too well. Was that adjusted to 30 FPS using flight gear? Are you? Some people fly on flight gear. Some people fly on flight gear. Some people fly on what do they call that again? Mobile. What's that? Explain mobile. And they get very good frames and they actually enjoy it. And the fact that they don't have to actually install. Some people actually love the idea of a console, so they fly with like the Xbox XS, one of these consoles. Now, if I remember, I don't think this plane has a cabin. I know it has a cockpit, but look, I mean, I love the cinematics. Like, oh my god, look at, guys, look how sweet is this when you have chase plane. Like, and I love my chase plane to be giving me cinematics, because I love my chase plane to make me feel like in actual, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you just get the feeling like you're in a plane, an actual plane. Like, chase plane, well done. Well done. Well done, chase plane. Well done. With the cinematics chase plane, well done. And I actually have some cinematics. If I leave this for 10 minutes, it's gonna do its own cinematics on its own, which I actually put some of them on. So yeah, well done, chase plane, absolutely well done. Now let me get to my view, like I said. This is absolutely well done, Chase friend, well done, P3D as well. I mean, I think Affinity Mask was the thing that kills everybody, also did kill me as well. Now I don't know why I have P3D running on literally 2 cores, or sorry, 3 cores. Why did it do that? No, I have to change the settings because I have to put the setting back to 6. I think it's 66,000 or something. So that's when I have the cores and the threads. For some reason, although I did have an issue with the cores and the threads. So if it runs perfectly like this by itself, I'm not actually gonna play with it. I'm just gonna leave it alone, to be honest. So I think that would be the best thing to do. Just leave it and then see what I get from it. If it starts to give me any issues, then I'm gonna change it. But for now, I think it's best I just, oh geez, I'm pressing the wrong thing and I'm trying to take a screenshot. Screenshot taken. Open location of the screenshot. And let me see how does the screenshot looks. Any good? Any bad? Still does the same thing. I still have to it. Oh, is that perfect screenshots? Like screenshot that still does the same thing. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely wow. This legacy sim is seriously, like, this legacy sim is, it's on another level. Why is it me, or is something that's biting me? Now I have my VA stuff hopefully getting soon to be launched, trying to get pushed for January. I'm hoping I can get everything organized by then. And I know it's only a few days away for the for New Year's. I'm thinking of what should I do for the New Year, and I'm thinking I want to do something nice. I don't want to do something too much money wise, but because me and my fiance we've traveled so much in 2025. We've traveled a lot. We've done a lot. We've been to places. We've literally lived a life, an actual life. And you know, how many people can actually say that they did that, especially with the actual partner as well. So how many people can actually say that? So that's in itself, I'm really happy for 2025. You know, I've done a lot, so I'm not gonna overdo it towards the end. Just gonna think of something nice to close off 2025. It doesn't have to be too expensive. It's something nice to close off, and then start going to the new year. Yeah. Let me see. Is that the wrong one? That's the wrong one. There you go. Okay. Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Give me a second, everybody. Give me a second. Alright, there you go. I say BA333 climb to flight level 48,000. Boeing, yo. Yes. Was that Switzerland? Maybe Swiss, yeah. Swiss. I actually have to get into Swiss and that kind of stuff. But, Switzerland. It's been a long time since I've been in Switzerland. So, it's starting to get dark, man. How long do we have to go again? Actually, you know what? I actually have to put the rings. I actually didn't even check to see the rings, to be honest. Alright, Denver Center is online. Los Angeles Tower, Auckland. That's Auckland ground, not actual San Francisco. Auckland Center, that's Auckland ground. Okay, so let me go to. I need to get a ring, so I need to get to menu, setup, and then I need to get to option aircraft, displays, and I need to get the rings. So I need to figure out where the rings, because I know there's the rings. Okay, so let me look for where the rings are. Okay, not here. That's for the PFD, show landing flaps, no. Okay, all of this stuff is there. There we go. The range arcs. There we go. There we go. So you see, we can put the range arcs on. See? Nice. There we go. Look at that. VR cost lines. Cost lines. Oh yeah, yeah. When you put the VR cost lines. So I guess that's if you put this on VR over there. I believe you put this. You should change this to VR. Sorry, I believe if you put this VR, then you can change that. I believe something like that, right? I think that's what it is. And then this have a center. See, I like this part. Look at that. When you have a descent profile, here's an aircraft just past us here. How many hours? Not long again to go, to be fair. Not long again to go. We have an Embraer which is at 5,000 feet. The reason why I can see all of that information is because I actually set it in the options to do with the general and stuff like that. So I didn't actually put that off. Yeah. So I'm able to actually see that information. Alright, put this back off. Nice. So I'm going to use this for descent when I'm ready to descend. How many hours? This flight is actually not long. This flight is actually literally just about an hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes, so literally not that long. How long are we so far? We have 47 minutes. Well, descent, not yet. See where you see top of descent? That's what the descent is. Yeah. But guys, thanks for actually being here. Get an outside view here for you guys. Thanks all of you guys for being here. All of you actually tuned. You know, it's really appreciate you guys for actually being here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, at least subscribe. Will be really appreciated. Thank you. And if you don't want to subscribe, just give me a thumbs up, guys. Just a thumbs up would do. I really appreciate it, honestly, really appreciate it. Yeah, man, absolutely appreciate it. Now, I did have the chat here, but I don't want to keep it up there because it's just going to be too much in your guys' face here. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to put it up. I would get it to move after a time. But I actually changed my chat display, so obviously it makes it a little bit more cooler. But I removed the Christmas hat. You want me to move the Christmas hat? I mean, it's Christmas here, region, you know what I mean? Like, Christmas time, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, the New Year as well. So what? As the Christmas over, like that's it. What are you trying to tell me? Yeah, what's happening there? Give me a second. Is it loading or something? Give me a second. Ooh, yeah, it was just loading there. It seemed like it was loading. It finished. Christmas? Bro, what you say? What you say? I have so many things to do, man. It's not even a joke. We can't go. We can't. Alright, here you go. So don't mind the clouds. I mean, this is volumetric. You have to remember this is pretty was never gonna be the best volumetric clouds, but the fact that it actually looks something makes it so much better. Now I'm gonna be moving into the North California area. Okay, so let's clear this off. So thanks the 7 of you all on the live. Thank you so much. Thank you the 7 of you all on the live. Really appreciate it. If you haven't, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, thank you all of those who actually subscribe to the channel. Or if you have, or if you put a thumbs up for the channel, a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Those of you all who actually voted on the votes, I put which Pmdg737 is your favorite, and we have 50% on the 2024, which I do have the 2024, which I will show you guys here yet again. I don't know. I have 2024. I have all this. I have 4 sims now. Right, so I do have 2024. This is the sims which I downloaded, well, put for what I bought for my fiance. I have a 4K TV and I have the record. So whenever we in our place and everything, then we play Sims and stuff. But I actually had to move it because I had a new drive. So this is my 2024. So yeah, but I cannot wait to get back into my place because I'm actually at her home, and then so I can put the Sims up on my 4K big 55-inch TV and stuff, and then she can start to play Sims on the big 4K TV and stuff, because I do have the cord, and I have the Gen 4, which is the latest Gen 4 3.2, which is the latest Gen USB, which is very quick to do with that, especially with the HDMI as well. So anyways, yeah, 2020 as well. So yeah, I have 2020 as well, and obviously my lossless scaling is there as well, and that's my Steam account. Whether you use a effect on prisms, 65-inch, actually no, not 65, I said 55-inch TV, 4K monitor. Yeah, but anyways, let me get ready to prep for my arrival. Did I actually put the arrival stuff? I don't think I did. And it's the Silver 4, what runway? Runway is runway 28 right. Okay, 28 right. Silver 4. There you go. So clear. Yeah. Alright, so it goes so far and then goes all the way down. Eddie, so I should have just put Eddie down to it and then put Eddie. Here we go, Eddie. Fine, that's fine. So now that we have our approach, top of descent within 6 nautical miles. Okay, so let me just put 40, 147. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna put this down. Let's put it all the way down because I mean we don't have any ATC at the moment. ATC is offline. So it says Auckland Center advises descend via the Silver 4 arrival, no separation services provided. Alright, so that's fine. What I should do is stay on Unicom, 122 decimal, so I can actually hear. Here we go, 122.8. So we're gonna start to descend shortly. Yeah. Like I said, I actually do have Orbx. Look at the light, man. Look at the light in P3D version 5. Jesus Christ. Obviously, I have to fix the sun in a way because, I mean, yes, I do have bloom and I do have the dynamic lighting, which is, dynamic lighting is more like for the lighting inside, stuff like that, but the lighting, it's supposed to be a little bit more yellow because the sun's out. So definitely have to try to find a way to fix this. It could be the HDR because I do have the HDR off with my chase plane. Let me see if where is it? Preference. Actually, let me show you guys on my chase plane. The aircraft already started descending, but this is my chase plane, and I think I did put the lights. Here we go. So I actually have to fix this. This is for P3D version 3 to 4, which I put off obviously because I am on 5, and this is the HDR override. Now I know there's a fix. There's a fix, a HDR fix, which I have to actually put to try to fix this lighting and stuff. So don't worry about that. But I haven't actually set anything properly yet. I just put this on there and put this bloom on 0 and put that there, which is I think something I saw on the internet. So I actually have to check into that. Mine is 65. Okay. Oh yeah, TV is 65-inch. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm already on the descent here. Let me just look at the scenery. You know, this is the North California area. I do have, like I say, I do have the active sky version 4, version 5. Now I haven't configured the active, I haven't actually figured the Rex. Like, this is the cloud that comes with the SIM if you're using the EA clouds, and I do have EA, and I did put it on sort of like low settings, so that's why it looks so. I will step it up because I find my SIM is pretty fine, so I will step it up to like medium or high the next time. I'll have to test because I'm doing so many tests already. I find the SIM is pretty fine at this setting, so I'm trying my best not to do too many things all at once. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep things as steady as possible. Alright, so let's get to this view. So far the SIM is not breaking, so I don't want to try too many things. Alright. Alright, so just putting all of this down. I feel like I'm allowed to put up the background or even the lights up there a little bit. And then I will get everything else sorted out. Just give me a second. What else? Let me see. Give me a second there. Oh, right. So let me just put this screen on, and let's get to this screen here, San Francisco, and I believe it was the sofa arrival. There we go, sofa 4. Like I say, I love jet view charts instead. Like, it just seems better. Like, you can get the terrain with the actual routes and tell you what the altitudes are. So now I see sofa going all the way down. I can see the terrain here, and then Norway going down to all the way to Follett, and then going into Eddie. Alright, and this is the airport over here. So Eddie is at 6,000 feet 240, so we can actually double check that, make sure Eddie. Alright, which would already be in it itself. Eddie is 6,000 feet, here you go. So you guys can see that, that's fine. So everything is already all wired in. All you have to do is just follow the constraints. As long as you have LNAV, VNAV, you'll be fine. Yeah. As long as you have LNAV and VNAV, you'll be fine. So everything will be followed, but according to the LNAV and VNAV. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. Love you guys. Really appreciate the 7 of you all on the live here. Appreciate it. So from here, the approach be the ILS 28 right. Now the weather is clear, so we don't have to worry about anything. So we're gonna just do a visual approach. So I'm not gonna put actually I'm just gonna put 213. So let me just put this on the barrel. Let me put this on the barrel, 213. Where is it? I'm sorry, I meant over here. Barrel 213. 213 on the barrel, and then the altitude at sorry, not the altitude. The weather at is 3026. So let me just change this. 3026. Alright, here we go. 3026 on the inches of mercury. 3026 on the inches of mercury there. Alright. So we see we're climbing, we're going down on LNAV, VNAV speeds. We're right on profile, following the profile. So here we go. This is your side step. Tells you whether you're left or right of the profile. And this is the altitude, tells you whether you're on profile in terms of the descent profile. Now, speaking of descent profile, you can actually press the center and then this will actually tells you the vertical descent path. So even if you have this here, you actually have a vertical here, 200 and above, so we don't have to actually be here, we can be above it. Here we go, going to 250. You could actually modify that to put 2 for the descent, to be 2 for, instead of where is it, give me a second. Right, here we go, it says 240 at 10,000, yes. So yeah, so we will at 240 going down close to 10,000. Alright, so that's what you say. That's where Captain Jaden didn't appear. Yeah, no, probably busy doing something else. Actually, let me see, where is he in Discord actually? Where is he in Discord right now? Let me see. What's he even doing right now? I think he is actually not flying right now. It seems like he's just chilling wherever he's chilling right now. It doesn't seem like he's flying. Or probably is that he's in a, is he in his channel or something? Oh, actually, yeah, they're in his server doing whatever they're doing. He's not flying, but they're flying. Yeah, I'm doing something else, but that's fine. Yeah, in Caribbean Wings. Caribbean Wings, I think there's an event, Caribbean Wings. Sorry, not Caribbean Wings. There's something Wings coming up, you know. Yeah. Okay, so let me put, not 20, let me put this all the way down. Keep going all the way down. Let's keep going all the way down. And I do have FS Flight Beam 2020 SFSO KSFO. I do have that. Alright, so let me just give you a quick rundown yet again before we're coming up to the arrival there. So this is, like I say, I do have the open land class for North America, South America. So I have the open land class, and I do have the North California area on, but there is a bit of an issue with the mesh and stuff, so I have to actually put that off. And then there is a setting that you actually have to do to actually get so not here in documents, and if I go to my P3D version 5, I do have this stuff inside here. So all of these is actually on, even building HD. I actually have that disabled for now because I'm still testing that. And my, there we go, Flight Beam KSFO, only the actual add-on, because I have it on another drive. I have it on another drive, so I just put it as an add-on and it works fine. Right. Another thing is, yeah, like I say, I do have, there it is. Oh, there's another update, so I'm going to install that update. There is another update for the OC 3, so I'm going to install this update here. Right slope. Thank you for the 7 of y'all. So okay, it said updated to 3.26, right? So like I say, I do have 2020, I do have the 777-300, and I also have it for 2024, which I bought, and as well as I bought this for PMDG for 2024. You know, so I do have aircrafts available for 2020 and 2024. I just haven't actually, you know, don't really like the sims too much. It's just too much tweaking and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so there's a, what is this saying now? Unable, oh Jesus, unable 200, 280. Oh, that's the altitude between. So the minimum is 15,000 and above, but it could be below 19. So we actually find it within our range here. So we find right there. Let me see. Yeah, everything going fine. I know people waiting on the approach. Is that glide slope? Actually, not yet the glide slope. I do have a few views there. Yeah, the clouds are a bit yellow here. I have to fix a couple things here. And I even thinking about getting what do you call that? So yeah, anyways, let me get the actual I mean, if I want to do all of this stuff, we could actually do all this stuff. Let's say the landing, copy FMC data, put it dry. If you want to put flaps 40, you could do that. Anti-ice, put that off. Air conditioning on. If you want to put the winds, for example, right now the winds at KSFO is actually 340 at 3, so you can put that 340/3 3, and then the outside temperature at the moment is actually 12 degrees, so it's pretty cool. 3025 30.25, and it's actually 12 degrees, so you could see right there. And then if we go en route and then put brakes, so I don't know, brakes 2, we have no issues at the moment. Reversers all operating at the moment. Condition is pretty dry. Calculate. Obviously it only takes about 6,000 feet, and the runway is available at 9,005, so you can take out the brakes 2. Alright, here you go, Orbx 2, this on standard. Alright, and there we go. Let me see what else. Got to go by. Oh, thanks, man. Apex Aviation, really appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm almost there on the landing, guys, so thank you, thank you. Alright, so let me just, I don't know, put this on this for now. Logo, did I put the logo lights on? Let's just look outside a little bit. Jesus Christ, like, look how nice this looks, man. Wow. I'm gonna take a picture of that, yeah. Absolutely wonderful. And I do have, you see, I am able to do that with 2050D, but I'm not able to do that with any of the other stuff, man. Let me get inside a little bit, yeah. You know, look at the lighting inside the cockpit. Obviously, not the best cockpit. Texture is not the best, but PMDG is, in terms of P3D, is never really about cladding. You know, as long as the plane is flying and everything's fine, that's what they're concerned about, to be fair. So let's get back to the other view. Jesus Christ. Now bear in mind, I don't have the lighting set properly, so you guys are gonna see all of this lighting here not looking the best. So don't worry about the lighting and all that kind of craziness. Alright, so we have Orbx 2, that's fine. We're going all the way down, 9,000, that's fine. Yeah, we have pretty much everything looking good here so far. Let me see. Yeah, the only thing is, let me see, I didn't actually show you guys on this. Yeah. So yeah, so like I say, you know, the cloud is clear and stuff, so we're just gonna go down and actually put this localizer 111.7. Alright, so let's go and get that 111.7, and the heading is actually 268, so let's do that. 268. Alright, 268 and 111.7. So let's go and put that on the nav. 111.7. There we go. 111.7. So now we have the nav all set. Alright. And 268. 111.7. What? 284. I said 268. 284. Am I not sim? 284. 284, that's the approach, right? 284, sorry, 284. And then 284. Alright, 213, we already have all of that set. You guys can see the minimums. So once we intercept from eBay, then we're gonna go straight in. Runway 28, right? At this time, I don't think, I'm on Unicom, but I think we have to use the actual tower. So I'm gonna put the tower on 120.5. 120.5. 120.5, because I think they're using CTAP still. 120. Not everybody wants to use CTAP, but 120.5. And San Francisco traffic, aircraft is a 747, Alaska 747 traffic. 11,000 feet, currently just about about 10 miles for final runway 28 right to land. Currently, yeah, just about 7 miles from the ILS there. Actually, about 9. San Francisco traffic. Alright. So just letting them know where I am, so at least people know that I'm coming close. Let me see, we have only 6 votes still, so the votes, guys still keeping the same votes, that's fine. Alright, so alright, I'm at 9,000, so we slow down. Okay, fine. Alright, so it seems like, yeah, we're following the profile, we're right on the profile. Now I do have, like I said, I have to fix all of this lighting, trust me. For now I haven't actually set everything properly, so I will tweak all of that and get all this lighting and everything in terms of the actual airport lights. Sorry, the ground texture and lights. The actual airport should have lights and everything, but I have to fix these lights so at least I get the more HD lights on. This is the lights that comes with the sim, but I actually have them off, actually low, so very low. So I will try to get them up and see where's the benchmark to have it, so I don't lose too much FPS. But as it stands, it seems like I'm fine for now. Okay, so we do have, like I said, Orbx 2, which is 6,000. 6,000, about 6,000 feet, and the runway, I'm not even gonna park too far away. I'm gonna park literally right there, just because, you know, I don't want to get too far anyway. So if I zoom in on the runway, quickly here, let me just put this down, all the way down close to 5,000 feet. Actually, yeah, put this about 4,000 now. Alright, so here is the runway going to it right, so, and generally when, you know, they land, and then I would believe 6,000, it says about 6,000 feet. So 6,000, this is 12, 6,000 will be about halfway. So we could basically look to exit around Tango, and from Tango we'll probably just go straight on to any one of these gates here. Yeah, just basically go straight on Tango and go straight across. I'm not even gonna use my GSX to repair, because I don't want to go for all of that, to be honest. Alright, so let me give you another view quickly here. One of my favorite views. Now, you know what, I just realized I actually have my lights on, so just let me put these lights in the back off. Not in the back, I meant, oh, can you imagine my yaw dampers was off this whole time? Put these lights off. Jeez, why are the lights so dim? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think that has to do with the issue. That issue definitely has to do with my chase plane. So my chase plane is probably making my lighting look so much different. Yeah, as we get closer to the ground. Yeah guys, really appreciate it, really appreciate it. Alright, so I'm going to try to focus a little bit more as we get closer to the landing section here. Alright, thank you guys, at least for all of y'all who actually showed up so far. Really appreciate you guys for being here. Alright, so let me try to focus here, and I need a little bit of drag. Let's get some drag here, let's get some drag going. Alright. Alright, so yeah, we're getting closer and closer. Yeah, I definitely have to change the lights, but that's default, so at least that's why I'm getting good FPS right now. I don't think I need to put star glazer, because I think all of these lights, all this, look how pretty gets the whole, look at that, you know, all of this, you know, that is so nice, man. Can I put flaps 1? Yes, I could put flaps 1, because if we get here to the speed, if we get the speed limits, you can see the speed limit says 250 and flaps 2, so I can actually put flaps 2, and I can actually even put flaps 5 as well. There we go, flaps 5, so you see 250, flaps 5. So that's if you need to really reduce, if you need flaps. There you go, so we're going down, we're losing speeds, although we're losing the profile there a little bit. Alright, we're losing the profile there a little bit, so I'm just going to keep the speed up a little bit, keep it at, well, to try to keep the profile. So speed intervene, trying to keep it so we can follow the profile there. Alright, there you go. And I'm going to put localize on, and then I'm going to get my landing lights on and stuff. That's where if you are a co-pilot, jeez, not that. Landing lights on, not 4,000 feet. Put this down to about 2,000. I do have the localizer anyway. I'm trying to get back on the glide. Alright, and because we're close, we actually could put flaps 10. We're losing speed, which is good. See? Flaps 10 just about. See? Follow the max. There we go. Got the localizer, so now we can actually capture the glide power. There you go. So just because I want to lose some speed as well, you know, put a gear down. This is where the management comes into play, just to make sure that you capture. See, now we can see the glide is coming up. Alright, so we're on the glide, and now we're on the glide slope, you see? So it's all about trying to manage speed and manage aircraft to try to capture this glide and everything like that. So now that I can actually put this back on arm, so now that's all set. And put this speed down to about 160. Now we can actually get flaps 20. Alright, put this to about 160 till 40 ME. There you go. Alright, perfect. Yeah man, we're getting there, we're getting there. Pretty always seems like a really good aircraft. And San Francisco traffic, aircraft 747 landing at San Francisco. It's currently about 4-mile final for runway 28 right, San Francisco traffic. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to minimum speeds here, which is 137. We get flaps. Right here on the profile, we're fine on the profile there. Good. So we go 137 plus 1. Flaps 40. Alright, flaps is set. We're good to go. We're all good to go for the arrival, and I think I can probably use this opportunity right now. Where is my... I'm not seeing it. There we go. I'm putting my F. There we go. There we go. There we go. F. There we go. And then I actually probably gonna use my aircraft as well. And there we go. There we go. So my aircraft, I have speeds. Alright, so let's go up a little bit. Trims. Let's get trims, get some speeds up a little bit. It's all my cockpit now, my aircraft. Get the speed up a little bit, stay on profile. Alright. Alright. Drifting a little bit. Keep left. Alright, here we go. Nice on profile. One thing I should have done as well was put the... There we go. Let's get this stuff there. Get down a little bit, reduce some speed. reduce the speed, not the pitch really. Keep the pitch. Keep the pitch, keep the pitch, keep the pitch. Just reduce the speed. There you go. Keep the speed, alright, there you go. Oop, oop, there you go. Perfect. Nice. Good to go. Good to go there. Let's go down a little bit. Fine, kinda. Don't wanna get blown off there. Keep focus. There you go. Stay above. Alright, there you go. And my speed, just keep my speed up a little bit. I don't understand why it tell me low, but I'm actually above the glide, which is weird. There you go, this is weird. So definitely this puppy needs to. Alright, there you go. Alright, perfect. Now, why are my lights not showing and my lights are on? That's weird. My lights are on. So why is my lights not showing? That's weird. So definitely a lights issue. I have to fix that as well. I have to fix that for sure. So you see we land right there halfway. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, so let's go. Let's try to see if we can vacate left there. Oh, actually not there. That's a runway. Jeez. That's the runway. At the end of the runway, nothing there. We're going on echo. There we go. There we go. I don't know why, but for some reason, why the light's just not showing up. Something wrong there. Could be my chase plane. Definitely, I would definitely want to believe it's my chase plane. Alright, there you go. I would definitely want to believe it's my chase plane. Yeah, because I believe I can exit from here, right? Because there's the blue lights, so they're supposed to be the lights too. I'm supposed to follow the green lights, right? There we go. Let's get flaps up, coming up. I mean the lights are there, so definitely my chase plane. I have to actually fix that with my chase plane. Fix the lighting in my chase plane. And I also have to fix the lighting of the Orbx as well, the Orbx scenery and all that. There you go. Echo. San Francisco traffic, located runway 28 right, Francisco traffic 747, just for the runway right. 28 right. Okay, here we go. Alright, so let me just get back on one of my favorite views. And we are crossing, and San Francisco traffic will be crossing runway 28 left. San Francisco traffic 747 located on runway 28 left. Alright, I'll put the other view on. Go straight across down here. There you go. Nice. Let's get the view. I wasn't that bad, man. Like I said, I'm going straight down. I'm actually not even going to. Alright, so let me retract all the lights here. I believe I have to do it that way. Alright. But look how the lighting is not even the best inside of the actual aircraft itself. So definitely, yeah. Alright, so we have arrived. Alright, I hope I park it in the right place. I have GSX, but I just can't be bothered to do all of that right now, to be fair. So I'm just going to Alpha AIG. I'm actually, that's weird. I'm just gonna park anywhere, yeah. Yeah, because I do have GSX, but I just can't be bothered right now. Put this stuff off, there we go. Nice. Can't be us. So, and yeah, like I said, this is FS Dream Team. Sorry, FS Flight Beam, which is not the same as FS Dream Team. So this scenery is actually a bit more lower resolution textures. So here we go. Alright, so we're ready here. I'm going to put the parking brakes on. Alright, here we go. I love this panorama, man. This panorama thing is so nice. There we go, 1, 2. Alright, get all this stuff on. And then we can actually put the actual engines to off. There we go, 1, 2. Nice. How nice is that? There's the traffic over there. Oh no. But yeah, like I say, I'll have to get the lighting all sorted out. Yeah, this is really nice. So let me just get everything else sorted out here. There we go. Lights off. This off. And we can, well, that should have been there, but that's fine. Keep it locked and steady. Lower lights is on, everything is off there. We could have put this all off. That's where if you have a co-pilot, we'd actually tell you what to put off anyway. And I don't even think we put the probes, the probes, don't need any of this stuff anyway. Put this off, that's fine. You know? And yeah, I think I can actually just put the lights on, put the brights up there. There we go. And I think that's about it. You can put this down, and yeah, that's about it. So guys, what can I say? Thank you for actually being on here, and you know, on this adventure with me. It's been an absolute pleasure, absolute joy. And we are actually, like I say, we're here in San Francisco, and on behalf of the co-pilot and myself, obviously, I want to thank you guys for actually being on this flight with me. First flight in P3D officially after a very long time. So now, yeah, obviously I hope in the future P3D can start to PMDG can get cabin and everything proper inside of there, but that's fine. So yeah, like I said guys, this is going to be the end of me and everything here in P3D. So thank you for everybody for actually being here, and you know, you guys are such a patriotic crew. Yeah, but do look out for the other videos that I have coming. I do, like I say, I do have PMDG on 2024. I will try to get my 2024 working properly to try to see if I can get myself on that sim more frequently. You know, like I say, I do have. So in the future, I will try as best as possible. So thank you everybody for actually supporting. Oh, we had another vote today, so actually somebody has voted for P3D. So that's 43% on 2024, 29% in 2020, and 42% in 42% in 2024, and then 29% in P3D, and 29% in 2020. So that was really nice. Yeah, appreciated you guys for being on here. Been absolute patriotic, you know. But yeah, look out for the next one coming. Yeah, I'm not sure when I will be back, but I just really wanted to talk about this PMDG because, like I said, I do have it for 2020 and 2024. So let me just show you guys one more time. Give me a second here. My fiance is in the back, being how she is always, as you guys already know. But yeah, 2024 right here, which I have, and as you see, the latest install, built, everything. I just updated the OC, you know, 2.61, so I have everything all set there, few aircrafts and everything here. And like I said, I do have the 2020 version as well, the Pmdg737. So yeah, but when I think I will come back, when what I'll do is I'll probably use this sim for some of the short hauls, and then go to probably some of the long hauls with the PMDG on probably 2020 most likely. and then I'll probably do like the really short hauls and probably one aircraft or so on 2024 will be 737, probably at airports where it's not busy and like really small, more domestic on 2024 because it's so hard. But anyways, yeah, we already know the problems in 2024, so yeah, I will catch up with you guys, like I say, on the next one. So thank you once again for being, yeah, you guys are absolute legend. Hey, do, if you get a chance, do go through my channel, you know, whatever's on my channel. I have a TikTok as well, so follow my TikTok, guys. I really like, I like TikTok, I don't know. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, and bye bye.